Ladies and gentlemen, today is not just another day. It's a chance, a golden opportunity to step up and take charge of your life. The phrase "get it done" isn't just a slogan, it's a mindset, a commitment to action, and a declaration of belief in your ability to conquer whatever stands in your way. You see, every great achievement begins with a decision. A decision to start, to show up, and to stay the course no matter what. There will always be obstacles, fear, doubt, procrastination, but let me tell you something, those obstacles are not here to stop you, they are here to strengthen you. Think about it, how many times have we let perfectionism rob us of progress? How many times have we waited for the right moment only to find it never comes? Let me tell you a secret, the right moment isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. And here's the truth, success isn't about being fearless, it's about acting despite your fears. It's not about knowing every step of the journey, it's about having the courage to take the first one. When you commit to getting it done, you don't just move toward your dreams, you inspire others to chase theirs. You become a lighthouse, a symbol of resilience, determination, and unshakable belief. So what's holding you back? Is it the fear of failure? Let me remind you that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Each stumble is a lesson, each setback a stepping stone. The question isn't whether you will face challenges, it's how you'll rise after them. Today I challenge you to say yes to your potential. Yes to your vision. Yes to the version of you that gets it done, no matter how tough the road ahead may seem. And when you do, remember this, the world is watching, and someone out there needs to see you win. Your success will light a path for others. Your determination will spark a chain reaction of courage and change. So stop waiting, stop doubting, stand tall, dig deep, and make it happen. Don't just dream about it, do it. Don't just talk about it, live it. Get it done. Because when you do, you'll look back and realize you weren't just chasing greatness, you were creating it. Action is the foundation of all success. It's the bridge between dreams and reality, the force that transforms potential into achievement. You can have the most brilliant ideas, the most detailed plans, and the most supportive people around you. But none of it matters if you don't take action. Dreams remain dreams. Without it, they become distant fantasies instead of tangible goals. Think about it, how often have we hesitated, waiting for the stars to align or for the perfect conditions to present themselves? But here's the truth, the perfect moment doesn't exist. Life doesn't hand you the ideal circumstances on a silver platter. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who step forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. They act despite their doubts, despite their fears, and despite the obstacles standing in their way. Taking action is not about waiting to feel ready, it's about making the decision to start anyway. Readiness is a myth. Nobody feels 100% prepared when they take on something truly great. The secret is to start. To take that first step, no matter how small it may seem. That first step has a power of its own. It builds momentum, and momentum creates progress. But let's not confuse action with busyness. True action is intentional. It's not about filling your day with tasks just to feel productive. It's about identifying what truly matters and pouring your energy into those things. It's about clarity of purpose, about focusing on what moves the needle forward in your life. Action requires courage. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone and confronting the unknown. It requires silencing the inner critic that tells you it's safer to stay where you are. Yes, there will be times when fear whispers in your ear, telling you all the reasons why you shouldn't, couldn't, or wouldn't succeed. But here's the thing, fear is not your enemy. Fear is an indicator that you're growing, that you're moving into new territory. It's not there to stop you, it's there to remind you that what you're about to do is meaningful. Every action you take, no matter how small, creates a ripple effect. You begin to build confidence, not because you're fearless, but because you prove to yourself that you are capable. Each step forward reinforces the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. And don't underestimate the power of consistency. Taking action once is good, but taking action every day is transformative. It's the daily decisions, the seemingly insignificant steps, that compound over time to create monumental change. The greatest successes are rarely the result of a single grand gesture. Instead, they are the outcome of persistent, disciplined action over time. Don't wait, don't hesitate. Whatever it is that you've been putting off, start now. Take the first step, even if it's small. Because action is not just about getting things done, it's about becoming the person who makes things happen. And that, my friends, is where true power lies. Fear is a natural part of life, an emotion deeply rooted in our instincts. It's there to protect us, to alert us to danger, and to keep us safe. But the truth is, fear often oversteps its boundaries. It doesn't just warn us about real threats, it holds us back from opportunities, stifles our growth, and keeps us from stepping into the greatness we're capable of achieving. Fear whispers in our ear, listing every possible way we could fail, convincing us to play it safe, and making us believe that stepping into the unknown is a risk we can't afford to take. But here's the truth about fear: it's a liar. It magnifies our doubts and minimizes our strengths. It thrives in our hesitation, growing stronger every time we let it dictate our choices. And yet, fear itself isn't the enemy, it's our response to it that determines its power over us. To overcome fear, you must first acknowledge it. Pretending it doesn't exist or trying to suppress it only makes it loom larger. Fear isn't something to ignore, it's something to confront. When you name your fear, when you look it squarely in the eye and say, "I see you," you take the first step toward disarming it. Next, it's important to understand that fear is often rooted in the unknown. What we don't understand or can't predict makes us uneasy. But think about this: how much of what you fear is truly dangerous, and how much of it is simply unfamiliar. The moment you take action toward the thing you fear, the unknown becomes known. Each step forward diminishes the power of fear, replacing uncertainty with experience and confidence. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward in spite of it. The most successful, resilient people in the world are not fearless, they feel fear just like everyone else. The difference is that they refuse to let it stop them. They've learned to coexist with fear, using it as a compass to guide them toward growth. If something scares you, it's often a sign that it matters, that it has the potential to change you for the better. Fear is also deeply tied to the stories we tell ourselves. How many times have you thought, "I'm not good enough, I'll fail," or "I'll be judged"? These narratives are not facts, they're assumptions, often based on past experiences or imagined outcomes. To overcome fear, you must challenge these stories. Replace them with truths that empower you. I am capable, failure is a stepping stone, and what others think of me does not define my worth. One of the most powerful ways to dismantle fear is to take action, no matter how small. Fear feeds on inaction. The longer you wait, the bigger and more insurmountable it seems. But the moment you take a step forward, no matter how shaky or uncertain, you chip away at its grip. Action builds momentum, and with momentum comes strength. It's also important to remember that fear often disguises itself as perfectionism. You may tell yourself, "I'll do it when I'm ready," or "It's not the right time," but what you're really saying is, "I'm afraid." Perfection is an illusion, and waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. The only way to conquer fear is to begin, even if you're not ready, even if it's messy. Progress, not perfection, is what leads to success. Failure is another root of fear, but failure is not the end. It's a lesson, a teacher that provides clarity and direction. Every failure brings you closer to success because it shows you what doesn't work, guiding you toward what does. The fear of failing loses its power when you realize that failure is not something to avoid, it's something to embrace as part of the journey. Overcoming fear is not about eradicating it completely, it's about shrinking it down to size. It's about recognizing that while fear may ride along with you, it doesn't get to take the wheel. You are in control. And every time you act in spite of fear, you prove to yourself just how powerful you truly are. Fear may knock on the door, but you decide whether to invite it in. Choose courage, choose action, and choose to move forward. In a world that often celebrates perfection, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that everything we do must be flawless. We tell ourselves we need the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect skill set before we even begin. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion. It's a moving target, a goalpost that keeps shifting just out of reach. And in the pursuit of this unattainable ideal, we often lose sight of what really matters: making progress. Progress is where growth happens. It's the small, consistent steps forward that lead to transformation. Waiting for perfection is like standing at the edge of a river, unwilling to cross because the bridge isn't complete. Progress is building that bridge one plank at a time, even if it wobbles and sways along the way. It's messy, it's imperfect, but it's movement. And movement is what gets you closer to your goals. The pursuit of perfection can be paralyzing. How many times have you hesitated to start something because you didn't feel ready or because you feared making mistakes? How often have you delayed your dreams, waiting for a moment when everything felt just right? That moment rarely comes. The perfect conditions we imagine are often an excuse we use to avoid stepping into uncertainty. The irony is, perfection doesn't come before progress, it's progress that brings us closer to mastery. Think about the great innovators and leaders of the world. They didn't wait until they had all the answers before taking action. They started where they were with what they had and learned as they went. They understood that mistakes were not failures but lessons. Every misstep taught them something valuable, something they could use to improve and grow. Perfection didn't create their success, progress did. Progress is also deeply tied to resilience. When you embrace the idea that progress matters more than perfection, you free yourself from the fear of failure. You begin to see setbacks not as reasons to quit, but as opportunities to learn. You start to value effort over outcomes, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. There's a liberating power in letting go of perfection. It allows you to focus on the journey rather than obsessing over the destination. It gives you permission to try, to experiment, and to create without the crushing pressure of getting everything exactly right. And when you do this, you often discover that what you produce, though imperfect, is far more impactful than anything you could have achieved by waiting for perfection. Progress is about momentum. When you take even the smallest step forward, you build energy. That energy fuels your motivation and propels you to take the next step. Over time, those small steps compound into significant achievements. It's the principle of incremental improvement. Tiny changes made consistently over time lead to extraordinary results. The journey of progress teaches you patience and persistence. It reminds you that greatness isn't achieved in a single leap, but through a series of determined strides. It's not about being the best right now, it's about being better than you were yesterday. When you focus on progress over perfection, you also inspire others. People connect with authenticity, not flawlessness. When they see you striving, learning, and growing, they're encouraged to do the same. You become a reminder that it's okay to stumble, that it's okay to be a work in progress, and that what matters most is the courage to keep moving forward. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect version of yourself. Start where you are, take that first step, and trust that the path will unfold as you go. Embrace the beauty of imperfection and the power of progress. Because in the end, it's not about how perfect you are, it's about how far you're willing to go to become the best version of yourself. Failure is often seen as a dead end, a sign that we've fallen short or missed the mark. But in truth, failure is one of the most valuable experiences we can encounter. It's not the end of the road, it's a lesson, a teacher, and often a redirection towards something even greater. Resilience in failure is not just about enduring setbacks, it's about learning from them, growing because of them, and coming back stronger than ever before. Failure is inevitable in any meaningful pursuit. The only people who never fail are those who never try. Taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, and striving for something bigger will always involve the possibility of falling short. But this is where resilience comes in. Resilience allows you to look at failure not as a reflection of your worth, but as a necessary step in your journey. It's the ability to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again, armed with the knowledge and strength you've gained from the experience. When you fail, it's easy to feel defeated. The weight of disappointment, self-doubt, and criticism, whether from others or from within, can be crushing. But resilience reminds you that failure is not final unless you choose to stop trying. Every great achievement has a story of failure behind it. The greatest innovators, leaders, and visionaries in history all encountered failure. What set them apart wasn't their immunity to setbacks, it was their determination to persevere in the face of them. Resilience in failure begins with perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a permanent mark against you, view it as feedback. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? What did you learn about yourself, your process, or the situation? Each failure is an opportunity to gain insight, to refine your approach, and to come back wiser and better prepared. Failure also builds character. It teaches humility, patience, and grit. It shows you that success is not handed out easily, it must be earned. And in the process of earning it, you discover strengths you didn't know you had. You learn how to endure discomfort, navigate uncertainty, and keep moving forward even when the odds seem stacked against you. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring the pain of failure or pretending it doesn't hurt. It's okay to feel disappointed, frustrated, or even heartbroken. These emotions are part of the process. What matters is not letting those feelings define you or dictate your next steps. Resilience is about feeling the sting of failure and choosing to rise anyway. It's about acknowledging the setback but refusing to let it stop you. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is that it grows with every challenge you face. The more you overcome, the stronger you become. Each time you bounce back from failure, you prove to yourself that you're capable of enduring and overcoming. This self-belief is a cornerstone of resilience. It's the knowledge that no matter what happens, you have what it takes to keep going. Failure also connects us to others. It reminds us that we're human, that we're all imperfect, and that we're all on a journey of growth. When you share your failures and the lessons you've learned from them, you inspire others to be brave in the face of their own challenges. Resilience in failure isn't just about personal growth, it's about creating a ripple effect of courage and determination in those around you. It's important to remember that failure is not a measure of your potential. A single setback, or even a series of them, does not define what you're capable of achieving. What defines you is how you respond, how you adapt, and how you rise. Resilience is the key to turning failure into fuel, to using it as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. The next time you encounter failure, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Look it in the eye and say, "This is not the end of my story." Let it challenge you, shape you, and prepare you for the next chapter. Because with resilience, failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the journey toward it. Achievement is more than just a personal milestone, it's a powerful force that inspires others and ignites change. When you accomplish something meaningful, it sends a message to the world that dreams are achievable, no matter how ambitious they may seem. Achievements are not just about reaching a goal, they are about demonstrating what is possible when dedication, hard work, and resilience come together. When people witness success, it sparks something within them. It reminds them of their own potential, their own capabilities. Your achievements serve as a living testament that perseverance pays off, even in the face of challenges. They see the effort, the persistence, and the determination it took to get there, and they begin to believe that they too can overcome their own obstacles. The impact of achievement goes beyond words. It's not just about telling people to aim high. It's about showing them what's possible. Actions speak louder than words, and success has a way of communicating hope and possibility in a way that nothing else can. It sets a standard, creates a blueprint, and shows others the path forward. Achieving something significant doesn't just inspire, it uplifts and empowers. It's a beacon of light for those who may feel lost or unsure. When someone sees another person rise above circumstances, conquer fear, and accomplish a goal, it reminds them that they are not alone in their struggles. It shows them that the barriers they face can be overcome with effort and belief. Your accomplishments also highlight the importance of hard work and the rewards of commitment. They show others that success is not about luck or shortcuts. It's about the willingness to put in the time and effort. It's about staying the course when the road gets tough and proving that resilience and dedication can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Every achievement is a story, and stories are what resonate most deeply with people. They connect on an emotional level, allowing others to see themselves in your journey. Your struggles, your triumphs, and your growth become a source of inspiration for others who are on their own paths. They see that success is not a straight line, it's a series of ups and downs, and that's what makes it real and relatable. The ripple effect of achievement is profound. When you accomplish something, you don't just break barriers for yourself, you pave the way for others. You challenge societal norms, defy expectations, and expand the horizons of what people believe is possible. Your success becomes a catalyst for change, encouraging others to dream bigger, aim higher, and strive for greatness in their own lives. Achievement also builds a sense of community. It reminds us that while success may be personal, its impact is collective. It inspires collaboration, mentorship, and support among people who are striving for similar goals. It fosters a culture of ambition and determination, creating an environment where everyone is motivated to achieve their best. The most inspiring achievements are often those that come with visible effort. When people see the struggles, the sacrifices, and the journey behind the accomplishment, it adds depth and meaning to the success. It shows them that while the road to achievement may not be easy, it is worth every challenge faced along the way. When you achieve something remarkable, it becomes a symbol of hope and possibility for those who are still on their journey. It tells them that with focus, effort, and belief, they too can achieve greatness. Achievements have the power to inspire not just individuals but entire communities, creating a ripple effect of motivation and transformation. Commitment is more than a choice, it's a way of life. It is the invisible thread that binds dreams to reality, turning aspirations into achievements and fleeting efforts into enduring impact. The legacy of commitment is not built overnight. It is the result of unwavering focus, consistent effort, and an unshakable belief in the value of what one is pursuing. True commitment is a promise made not just to others but to oneself. It is the quiet resolve to keep going, even when the road becomes difficult and the obstacles seem insurmountable. It is about showing up day after day, regardless of setbacks or distractions. This kind of dedication creates a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to find their own strength and determination. The beauty of commitment lies in its transformative power. When you commit fully to a purpose, it changes you. It teaches discipline, builds resilience, and cultivates a mindset of perseverance. Every step forward, no matter how small, becomes a testament to the power of staying the course. Commitment sharpens focus and eliminates the noise of doubt, allowing you to channel your energy into meaningful action. Commitment also sets the foundation for trust and dependability. When you honor your word and remain steadfast in your efforts, you build a reputation for reliability. People come to know you as someone who can be counted on, someone whose actions align with their intentions. This trust becomes a cornerstone of your legacy, influencing how others perceive and remember you. The impact of commitment extends far beyond individual accomplishments. When you stay dedicated to a cause, a dream, or a goal, you create a lasting impression on those who witness your journey. Your actions demonstrate the value of hard work and consistency, showing others that success is not about fleeting bursts of effort, but about sustained dedication over time. Commitment often requires sacrifices, and these sacrifices amplify the meaning of what you achieve. The time, energy, and resources you invest reflect your belief in the importance of your mission. These sacrifices are not losses, they are investments in a future that holds greater significance. The willingness to give up immediate comforts or short-term gains for a larger purpose is a hallmark of true commitment. The legacy of commitment is also deeply tied to the example you set for others. Whether intentional or not, your dedication becomes a source of inspiration. People see the challenges you overcome, the consistency with which you pursue your goals, and the integrity with which you hold yourself accountable. This example lights the way for others, encouraging them to commit to their own dreams and aspirations. Life is not about avoiding challenges or chasing perfection, but about embracing the journey with courage, resilience, and unwavering commitment. It is through action that we conquer fear, through progress that we grow, through failure that we build strength, and through dedication that we leave a legacy. Every step forward, no matter how uncertain or imperfect, carries the power to inspire, uplift, and transform not just our lives, but the lives of those who look to us as a source of hope. Remember, greatness is not reserved for the fearless or the flawless. It is achieved by those who dare to move forward, one step at a time, with purpose and determination.